Happy Monday, lovely people. Today, the art journal page that I'm going to produce is called Surprise, and it is in regards to one thing that happened last week, and I will tell you all about it on the blog on Friday this week. You might have heard about it in the second to last vlog, Talk O'Clock. The one with the wedding anniversary. You might have seen that and already know the background story, but just saying. So what I did, I started out with watercolor pencil and just sketched a box with a ribbon there. And then I'm taking Derwent Inktense blocks and I'm coloring in the background. I want this to look kind of rustic and scrungy, but not have too much of a rustic look there. So I'm having quite a bit of water there to dissolve the ink and have the transition be quite smooth, but still, just by the colors that I use for the background in particular, it has kind of the earthy, rustic look there. And a yellowish green is a nice contrast for a reddish purple. So I wanted to be quite heavy on the contrast for those elements to be colored in or painted in at the art journal. So this is pretty much the quote-unquote background, and the focal points are those coloring page drawings here that I'm coloring also with the Derwent Inktense blocks and a bit of water. I will have all of the numbers of the colors that I used and other material lists and close-up photos and the story, like I said, on Friday on my blog, so keep that in mind. And I'm just going through all of the coloring pages that I had chosen and color them in. For those seahorses, I'm adding a bit of turquoise and indigo, so a bit more of a bluish tone there, and just going forward and coloring them in, and once they are dry I can cut them out. So these are going to be my focal points, and I don't mind ripping out pages from certain coloring books. Well, not the ones with the big scenes, like for example the Outlander coloring book, or the other bigger ones that I had that have whole sceneries in there. I probably wouldn't rip anything out of those books, but the smaller ones where there's just one thing on the page, and I'm not really keen on the design on the background, like on the other side of the page. Maybe I don't care at all if I rip that out and use it for other artwork, for example, on the Tiny Tuesdays or on the art journals, and sometimes even on the Friday videos. So I like to use my coloring books that are not filled with scenes, but rather with objects for that purpose as well. So I do have a lot of skulls here that I'm going to cut out, and those images actually are in relation to the background story, so I didn't just choose them randomly, pretty much. I looked for things that would be purposeful for what story I want to tell. And I was lucky enough to find quite a few of drawings or images that I could color and then use for my art journal. So especially with those seahorses, I did get rid of a lot of details when cutting them out. There were tiny little bubbles and stuff around them. I just didn't care at all for cutting them out. I just wanted the general shape. So I was quite, let's say, generous with the way that I did cut them out, but it did fit to my purpose, like I said, so I do not mind. So once I had all of my tiny little images cut out, I'm just arranging them on the page and see where I want what to go, and just have a general layout, and then I'm gluing all of those pieces down one by one by one, and I'm having different kinds of objects that I put on the glued down pieces just to have, well, them be really holding to the page of my art journal and not have the edges curl up, stuff like that. So there's no other purpose for that blue box there other than holding down the piece that I just glued onto my page here. And since I used the same colors, or pretty much the same colors for the background and the foreground, it's very harmonic looking, that page here. I did use a black permanent marker to draw in some lines to make the skulls be balloons and just have like a, well, surprise gift box kind of thing going on. Also, I used a white permanent marker for the teeth of the skulls and for the eyes of the chameleon and the seahorse. And then I'm just writing in the title of my page and then I'm done. I hope you enjoyed watching along. If you have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate and leave them in the comment section below. I will be answering them to the best ability that I have. Also, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, subscribe. I got lots and lots of art videos and board game videos for you every day of the week. Have fun, guys, and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.